Check, check, check. Is this thing on? Like, where are we in this universe, for crying out loud? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And, you know, I was just thinking, everyone's like, why do you dress up? And I was thinking, well, if your mother invited you to a nice Easter Sunday dinner, what would you do? You would show up, right? You would show up, you would dress up nice, right? So you guys love me, right? We have hundreds of people paying $99 a month. That's respect. I think I owe it to each and every one of you to dress up nice every single day and give you guys the same respect. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Hey, we don't talk to trolls here. I heard someone talking about a troll. We don't talk to the trolls over here. We don't talk to the trolls over here. All right? Honestly, if you're a troll, we'll convert you to be a good person that wants to make money. See, trolls are poor people that don't know how to make money. They're broke jokes, man. If you're a broke joke, don't get into the stream. This is people who want to pay $99 a month and get educated. So if it's not for you, man, don't worry about it. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. So, you know, don't worry. Don't feel bad if you're not involved. It's just, you know, this is for people who really want to learn and take it to the next level. Not everybody wants to do that. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Right off the bat, I'm looking at this right shoulder possibly forming for this 15-minute. Want to see if it can break. Also, it could just end up making a flag. That's why you must flag out. I always talk about flagging out. Why do people have to flag out? Super important. And I know you may not understand this, but this is the deal. I'm going to try to convey this in the nicest way possible. Let me see here. Let me go to a big chart. Portal Rock, you're going to want to extract this. I'm on fire today already. You're going to want to extract this portal right off the bat. Okay, so we're going to look at a chart that I never use, like the Bybit chart. I never use the Bybit chart, very rarely. All right, look, that is also a shoulder ahead and a shoulder. I already projected the idea that we may be making a right shoulder. See this? All right, I've been talking about this. And the 15-minute will come back up and then dump on you. The 1 hour is not in your favor. Wants to dump, but I'm going to talk about this in a second. So look, if you trade with me, if you know my style, all right, I trade, say this is the stochastics RSI. We'll move it up one more. All right. So you look right here. You're looking at the stochastics. They're going to continue down, continue up. Just bear with me like these are the stochastics RSI. All right. I'm going to teach you something so special right now if you stick with me. But you may not understand. So price is going to come up, then price comes down, then comes up, then comes down. Then it will go up, and then all of a sudden it'll do this. Boom, it'll make a flag. So the simplest way to trade, and I'm giving you gold right now, like gold. Gold. It took me 7 years to figure this out. The simplest way to trade is to project a flag here. Before price action starts to move, you draw this flag. You watch the stochastics. I set an alert on the Stokes. When the Stokes get low and you're still in the flag, it's a very high chance you're going to make a win on the trade. And then you don't have to sit there and watch the trade all day. And then it confirms whether you want to jump into that trade or not. This is a simple thing to do. I've never seen it explained on YouTube. Because I figured it out on my own. This is called projection with alert on the stochastics RSI. It's my advanced theory. I'm giving you advanced theories right now for gold for free. Like just right here on the live. Like most people would make you pay. They would hide this. They would say, you know what? But I believe I could die tomorrow. And if I die tomorrow, people would be like, man, that guy. Honestly, you never know where you're going to die. I had this amazing idea the other day. You never know when you're going to die, right? Everyone here, and I'm not trying to be morbid, but none of us here at this very moment on this chat, nobody here knows. A doctor might have given someone 5 or 6 days to live, but even then, that gets defied, right? Nobody knows when we're guaranteed going to pass away, right? Nobody. And so if nobody knows that, if none of us know that, all right, then shouldn't we be great every day? So the last day of our life is when we're the greatest? Mind blown. You know what I'm saying? Because if we don't know when we're going to die, if we don't know when it's going to be, then shouldn't we be great every single day? So when we finally die, people can say, man, he died in greatness. Imagine you being depressed, upset, mean to people on your dying day. And people would be like, yeah, he was a good guy, but they really, you know, you really weren't a good guy. Like people will say that about you. But so if you don't know when you're going to die, you might as well make every single day your greatest. So when you do die, you die in pure greatness. You die helping someone. You die being the right person. You die doing something. What if you died while you were carrying somebody's couch up for them? I mean, I'm just saying, you know, like, what if you died while you were, like, giving someone, you know, where you were coaching baseball? I'm just saying, what if you died when you were volunteering your time at an old age home? So the whole point of the story is, if you're constantly blessed, if you're constantly moving with blessed nature, then you're going to actually end this life in a beautiful way with a great legacy. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Not trying to be morbid, but I'm just breaking it down. Thoughts, you know, thoughts up on a balcony tonight, you know, something to think about. So Bitcoin, And so by projecting, in projection theory, you don't have, that's why whenever I do this, it's like, you don't know when the trade's going to be right until the right moment. Now, it could Bart Simpson at the last minute, and you could still get stopped out. I've done this, but I'll tell you what, by using this theory, I've been like 70% accurate. It's kind of my secret sauce, my special sauce that most people just, it gets overlooked because I think you have to understand a lot more to figure out what I just said. Like, it's not as easy. Prometheus banging on them. Still coins banging on SNX. I talked about SNX this morning, and then it would blast to the upside. XHV, look, there's still 60%, 29%. AVAX 3L banging on them. Avalanche getting above a high volume node there on the low. Near Protocol. CARR, also another coin that we like to play. Look at CARR. What CARR did is, and these coins will do this stuff a lot. If it breaks out of the channel, don't worry about it. Just forget like it never did and play the channel again to the upside. Length of the base of the triangle should get you something, and that's what it did right there for moves, Storage, 1 inch. Storage is interesting. So storage is something, look, just like I showed you. So we're going to oscillate back down. So what you do, you pull, and this is how I have like hundreds of these at all times. And then if I do this for 60, 70 trades and then they start to hit, I think I'm giving away my special sauce too much, So join the trading group if you want to learn what I'm doing. Pick up what we're putting down. Get down with an amazing group of people and change your life. It's $99 a month. You will be blessed to join us, man. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, shout out to everybody here. 151 likes, 374 people on the live. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here on this wonderful Monday morning. Stock market is closed Juneteenth, so we're not going to have to deal with the movement of the stock market. A lot of sideways action for Bitcoin, in my humble opinion. Can I get those likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so now I want to look at this. Last night was an insane stream, huh? We went through a bunch of interesting things. I suggest you watch last night's stream. I'm sure we're going to extract the data. 177 likes. It's always the 77 lately. I'm telling you, the 77 has been following me around. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. The 333. I filled my car up with gas randomly. Didn't even need to, but did. Then, because I was like, I'll just get gas here. To the pump of the minute. And then I went to a certain friend's house, down a certain down road. Went back and forth, missed the road a bunch of times. And then when I pulled into his house, my mileage was at 333 on the exact dot. And I made a bunch of mistakes. I went by his road 2 times. Turned around. It would have been 334, 335, but no. Exactly at 333. Pretty outrageous to me. I found that very, very strange. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. So we're looking at a flag here on storage, and this is how you start to make a projection theory. Nothing's guaranteed. This could dump on you easily, but you just start understanding what's happening. You could also make channels too. I'm all about making a channel, and like that's your channel. You could break back to the bottom of the channel too if you do not break out. Point of control is right there. You could get a bounce and make a move, and it's not a coincidence that you're trying to get away from this point of control with this strong bullish divergence on storage. Swing up to swing up here on storage. See? Suggest that we may continue to the upside here for STOR or store. Sorry, I thought this was storage. Please forgive me. It's called store. Completely different coin. Please forgive me for that. Okay. Finally, synthetics getting a bit of a move. Ape got banged on. Think it might actually try to get back up in its good graces. 1 hour's high. Mask made a bit of a move here. I'm going to take a look at the show, which is the total market cap of all of cryptocurrency. And we gave you Electronium just the other day. We said it's bouncing off the 618-706 retracement. Very healthy. I drew fib to fib. And bang, this thing went up 35% gains. Watch what it did. It would eventually dump back down. Bounce, off of the 786 fib. Keep going. And then look, it would boom up again for another 35% gains. Look at this thing. But again, even this flag alone, this was the flag to play right here. See this? Just playing a flag. Knowing how to play a flag. Oh, well, it's moving. Can I do it while it's moving? Oh, get it. No. But see, just identifying flags and knowing how to play a flag. Sometimes it can be that easy. It can be that easy. And then, sticking to your guns till you hit your target. You see? And it may take some time. Like, look how long the trade would have taken. Right? 1 day, 1 hour, and 30 minutes. But that's how you make 36%. Or let's smaller from that flag. But still, 20% while the whole market's tanking, you're making gains. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about in this trading group. And we figured it out with the Fibonacci retracement. So how do we do to make gains? What do we know? Well, we knew what a falling wedge was. We knew that the 21-day moving average was touching price action. We knew what Fibonacci retracements were. And we knew what support and resistance were as well, because here you have a previous resistance and you're bouncing off that as support. So we also know what our stochastics RSI is because we're getting a bit of a bounce. We also know how to read the RSI. And we also put the RSI in falling wedges and bullish patterns. And look, even the RSI was kind of beginning to put itself in. Oops, sorry. Right here, let me double click it. Sorry. Bear with the bear here. But right here, this is the falling wedge that we broke from. See? So when you come to this channel, you're going to start learning immediately what's going on. You're going to learn what RSI is. Overbought and oversold. Levels above 70. Levels below 30. You're going to know how to put bullish patterns. You're going to know what the stochastics. You're going to know how to use the stochastics with pattern trading. So is there a trade right now? What's going on? Let me break it down for you. Let me look at Electronium. I got into this back in the day on Cryptopia, one of the first coins I ever bought in the 2017 run-up. You could mine it on your phone. A guy named Richard Ayers or something, right? He had the same name as another like more famous guy in society here in America. But look, I think a CNBC producer, something like that, right? Roger Ayers. But so, I mean, that's like a descending triangle hybrid mixed with a rising wedge. It did break out now. So you're looking, this is your measured move if it does continue. Bang, 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 right? Now, what you're looking for is the 50-minute going to get overbought. And just like I showed you, it's going to do one of two things. It's going to make this flag. It's going to continue to pump. It's going to make a flag, or it's going to come down for a retest. These are the three scenarios that it has, or a retest that they continue to dump at Bitcoin. But so you're looking for the golden zone or this golden zone. And it's going to approach either of these when the stochastics resets. That's how I set up trades before they happen. That's why I'm doing that. I do this over and over again obsessively. I'm in a teaching mode today. I feel really, really good. Woke up this morning, worked out, man. Worked out outside, too. Nothing like working out. And I tell you guys, the 222 is following me around. It's creepy. The likes are 222. Every single day now, the 222 is following me around. The 77 and the 333 did it for years. That's always been following me around. But lately, it's the 222 in 20,022. And I've been pointing it out every single day on the stream. How do we have 450 people on the live with 222 likes? Have no idea. So there's Electronium, possible gains coming out of this. I'm dropping gems on you. I'm dropping gems on you, baby. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Look, SXP on the 15-minute forming a flag too. Same scenario here. So we start looking. I mean, there's your little flag. I just showed you how it played out on Electronium. I'm not guaranteeing you anything. Nothing I do and say here should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence or getting into any project, coin, or trade. What I am showing you is how I do it. This is a reality show into the life of Pi, man. The life of Pi, baby. You know, I'm using Pi Cycle, so it's my life, and I use Pi. So it's the life of Pi. I also like Blueberry Pi. If you want to send me Blueberry Pi, I would absolutely love it. I don't know if you can send them in the mail, but if you can, we have a P.O. box. I would love some Blueberry Pi. So, yeah, I love pastries. I love pie. I love apple turnovers. You ever want to make me super happy? Make me an apple turnover, and you will turn me right over. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. 15-minute coming down a little bit, but look, it's holding this level right there. Previous resistance becomes new support. You don't have a lot going for you on the VPVR, but you can see the old range here coming into play. SXP may make a move of 11% on a bit of a scalp here on the 15-minute. I would watch it closely. 15-minute scalp alone, though. 15-minute scalp alone. Don't play yourself, all right? And it has to fit your trading style. You must have a trading style for it to fit. And I'm going to read something from Illuminated. A warrior trusts focus. A warrior must focus his attention on the link between himself and his death. Without remorse or sadness or worrying, he must focus his attention on the fact that he does not have time, and his acts flow accordingly. He must let each of his acts be his last battle on earth. Only under those conditions will his acts have their rightful power. Otherwise, they will be, for as long as he lives, the acts of a fool. You know? For instance, if you live in fornication and you run around, right, and you die in that, it's like you die just, you know what I'm saying? If you live while you're cheating on somebody, if you live while you're cheating money, if you live while you're lying to somebody, and then you end up passing away in that zone, like you don't want to pass away kind of not right, not put in your right place. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because my whole team is connected. They saw what I said, and then he found this in the book, The Warrior of the Light, that we both love to read. I have that in my house, and I know he has it. We never met, and we both know we have the same book. That's what you're talking about. That's the love, baby. That's the love. Like my Think and Grow Rich book, it's here. I read it before I go to bed every night to reaffirm what I learned. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. And this isn't just a crypto channel. I study the world markets. I studied the first coin in Egypt. It was gold. And I watched how gold grew, how gold still has its value to this day because it's a scarce asset you can't just dig out of the ground. You have to get a bunch of machinery. You have to dig through the earth. You have to get some scanning. And you may not even hit as big as you thought. So gold is so hard to get. And that's what makes it beautiful and valuable. Okay, I will teach you about supply and demand. My trading group is not just, here are some signals. You'll get an education. I believe it's like a college university. I really do. You'll get a financial education. So come for $99 a month and join and get a college financial education, in my humble opinion. I guess I probably can't say that, but I believe you're going to get more than you get out of college, out of my trading group. It's going to blow your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just going to give you what you need. It's going to set you straight. It's going to be everything that you want and need in a trading group. I'm telling you. And it's going to be an education. Other guys just firing stuff at you, analysts arguing. I heard a lot of analysts don't get along in other trading groups. It's just not the same. And honestly, I was in other trading groups before. They were okay, but they just weren't the business that I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And I've been taking a day off in 512 days. Even when I travel, I make sure to hit you off, give you that knowledge, do everything I can. And I may not be perfect, but what I will do is give you every single thing that I have every single day. And that's the best that I can do. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. I love you all. Okay. How are you guys feeling? How's your day going? You know, how was your Father's Day? Shout out to all the fathers out there. Hope you're having a good day. My dad is at the hospital right now going through tests, 4-hour days of tests. So he's going to come home probably a little grumpy, going through a lot. So, you know, he's alone too at the hospital. I would love to have sat there with him, but my parents like to keep me, you know. Sam is like Dumbledore. He knows things. He is a great teacher. Shout out to Rodney Robinson in the house. Thank you for jumping on in. A measure of energy spent. Great is a great day to be great. It's a great day. Today is a beautiful day to be alive. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in. So SXP, an oldie but goodie, trying to make a move here. I don't worry about the MACD as much as I worry about the stochastics RSI, SXP. And let's freestyle Bitcoin. Let's look at it free again on the crypto all-time history index. Let's have some fun with BTC. Okay. Honestly, simple is as simple does, right? So I'm going to double click here. We're going to go to the daily. We'll go to the, I've been saying that we have bottomed on the 2-week chart, that we were somewhere near a bottom for a long time now, right? How many times I've been saying this? I've been like, man. And look, we hit the 200-day moving average. That's the bottom. We've never gone lower than that in the history of Bitcoin. Right there. Right there. Right there. You see that? Never have we ever gone lower. So it doesn't mean we can't. But in the history of Bitcoin, we never got lower than the 200-day moving average on the weekly. And look, we went right to it. That's exactly where we went. 17,360 here, it claims, even though my order did not get filled. Yeah, 17,588 was the low. All the 17.5s didn't get filled, man. I got my 18.5, my 18.1, but I didn't get my 17s. Actually, I limped in a little bit at 17 on a manual, but I didn't get my order that was in waiting. So first time we get a bit of a green candle and a wick, trying to get us back in action. And the same thing happens is you have your red wick, and then that's your bottom. Your red wick, and that's your bottom. Your red wick. Excuse me. Ooh. I've been burping uncontrollably the last 2 days. I burped twice without realizing it. I burped at dinner yesterday while I was talking. It's like I didn't know it was coming, and then by the time it came out, I could not do anything about it. Please apologize. Gold. They found a shipwreck in 17 billion in gold. People are wearing less gold now than 10 years ago. You're funny, dude. 10 billion is not a lot of money, dude. Come on, man. Like, come on, dude. You know? Like, let's get real. All right. If they found like 10 trillion, then you might be onto something. You know what I'm saying? But like 10 billion, it's not going to matter with the price of gold, man. It's got a $20 trillion market cap. Like, come on. Like, so anyway, got to do the math, man. You got to know what you're talking about before you open your mouth. So look at this. So up, down, right? This is the channel that we're in, and it's likely that the 2-week chart will bounce back to the upside here to this level. Okay? Right here to this level. It's just, this is pattern trading. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is what it is. You're low on the stochastics. You're low on the RSI. It's time for a bounce. 200-day moving average moving through the pattern. It's time for a bit of a bounce. We want to see these get tighter too. We want price action to pull up the 200 and pull it into the 21. We cannot start a bull market until we get these full apart. But look, the bear markets begin right there. You get the white line coming towards the yellow line. See that? When they get far apart, that's your initial, that's your pump back, and then you're done. So look, they got far apart. That's your initial pump back. and then your dump. We would like these to get a little closer. For your bottom, these do need to be, when we bottom, these need to be very close like this. The 200 and the 21 need to be right near each other, just like this, or we will not have a bottom. You see what I'm saying? That's how it plays out. That's my trading style too. And like, you can go on whatever you want, but that's what I hold to be true. If we don't have tight moving averages, it's not happening. Not happening. So, you know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm looking at on the 2-week, a bounce back to the upside here for Bitcoin off the 200-day moving average. Back to this area. Now, we could dump back down here and end up at 10,000. So just because we get up here doesn't mean it's over. That actually would make a lot of sense because that would bring it up, and then that's how we would get really tight moving averages. So a lot of people think they're buying the bottom right now and getting in. It could go to 10K. So that's why you must be diligent. Only the man who knows anything is possible is the guy who can take the most advantage of the situation. Everyone who believes they know exactly what's happening, they're going to go all in here, then they're not going to have any firepower at 10K. If you don't know what's going to happen, you're always going to leave something on the sidelines. If we go down here, you're going to be able to snatch 10K. VPVR also tells you there's a lot of action down there waiting for some buy orders. So, you know, I use simple moving averages. I don't use exponential. And you could, I love when people, I've been back testing my theories for years. And so I don't really let anyone else's theories in my brain. Because once you let someone else's theories in your brain, you're going to be off. Now, every once in a while, other people's theories align with my theories. I'll tell you who aligns a lot with me, Steve, that guy at Crypto University. A lot of what that dude talks about, a lot of how he trades, they just, like whoever, the way I went into trading and the way he went into trading, you know, like he's not Elliott waving. He's not, you know, he doesn't do a lot of fibs. He does a lot of moving averages. He does a lot of big ideas. He does a lot of logarithmic regression, things of that nature. So I do a little more logarithmic and pi cycle than he does, but he does a lot of the similar ideas. He got me into the Gaussian channel. I'll give it to you. He got me into the Gaussian channel, but what I'm able to do is watch someone for 1 second and recreate their TA and like instantly and understand what they're talking about. Like if you want to see, you know, I can show you this. This is a really good idea that Steve puts out. No, and I'll give him full credit for it because he's a super smart dude, awesome guy. I think he overcharges for his stuff, like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. Like I don't do that, but at the same time, that's why, Steve, that's why I never paid for your courses. They were too expensive, dude. Like I'm not spending $4,000, man, 4 racks, you know. But look, this 15-minute for Bitcoin suggests we pop back to the top of this channel. However, this is a double top. We must break through la resistance. But we are trying to bounce. Look, this is a bounce off the high volume node. And when you bounce off a high volume node, you have to kind of long that. So like if you get a candle to bounce, look, we're bouncing off the high volume node. In my mind, this is a tiny flag. Looks like Bitcoin's going to break out of here on the 15-minute to the upside. Just back to the top of the pattern here. I see a move here for Bitcoin to the upside. What will that target be? Wow, 6% gain. That won't be too bad. 21,800 for BTC. If you just simply trade the 50-minute chart, hoping that it flips, right? Hoping that it flips. I like this. I like what I'm seeing here. But if we go to like the weekly chart, all right? This is a really, we go to the 5-day chart, all right? I take off my indicator here, VPVR. I take off this. I got volume though. You need your volume. See volume? There's also divergences in volume, which are very, very important. You're going to want to know how to read divergences in volume. It's extremely important. 2 out of 91, everybody, come on. We don't beg for the likes. We get them here every single day because we give you the knowledge. We give it, look, 922. See? Average view time. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Something about this 22 following me around. Anyway, so what you're going to want to do is go to the indicators. See, what Steve doesn't do is he doesn't teach you how to do this. He shows it to you, but he doesn't teach it to you. I can find out what he does and then teach you it. You know, Gaussian channel, all right? Let's see if this, this is beautiful. Check this out, all right? Steve loves the Gaussian channel, and he taught me how to take advantage of it, all right? So look, you go to the 5-day chart in the Gaussian, all right? And yes, I learned this from Steve, but it's not something that I show, and I have showed it on other channels. Look, so this green turns to red. That's the beginning of your bear. I mean, you always get this retest up to the top of the Gaussian after the dump, and then you start to fall. This is the golden zone when you fall out of the Gaussian channel, and Steve will tell you this too. So Steve, if you're watching, if this makes it back to you, you're the man, dude. So this is your golden zone, all right? You must accumulate whenever Bitcoin falls below the Gaussian channel. It's a have to. You don't have a choice, okay? Especially on this 5-day chart. Again, here, the golden zone for Bitcoin. You know, and it turns to red, boom. And when it turns to red, that's when we can start basically our kind of way out. Like Actually, now what we really want to do is see this line turn, but you want to get back inside the channel, right? So where are we now? Look how far we fell out of the Gaussian channel. This is the golden zone. As crazy as it is, but like whenever you're here, look, perfect time to buy Bitcoin. Perfect time to buy Bitcoin. We can go even further into the past. Okay? And so I watched Steve for 2 minutes and I figured this out and understood exactly how he did it. So I can watch one analyst and I can figure out exactly what they're doing in 1 second, you know? And so, and again, it doesn't have any real moves here. You know, we put it on the 3-day chart too. Let's see if it has any more regressions here in the 3-day. I mean, that was your buy zone there when you got low on the Gaussian. But you can just clearly see these are buy zones, man. Beautiful buy zones. And yes, we're super low. We've capitulated beyond belief. But I just wanted to show you this too. So shout out to Crypto Q University, man. I did watch you for years, man. You gave me a lot of information for free. I guarantee I love it. I never paid for your course. They're a little expensive. Look, 533 people on the live stream, 320 views. So that's why my stuff, man, for $99 a month. And if you pay today, it's $900 for the year in cryptocurrency. If you pay today, $900 for the year. Today. $900 for the year. And if you use email and say Cowabunga, if you email CryptoLifers@gmail and say Cowabunga code word, that's the 1 day. I give 1 day Cowabunga today. If you say Cowabunga, $900 if you pay in cryptocurrency, USD or BTC for the year in the trading group. You will get so much out of it. You will learn so much. A year from now, you will not be the same person. I guarantee it. You will not be the same person. Shout out to everybody here. So I am suggesting a bounce here off the 200-day moving average in a move. We may go sideways for a while. Anything is happening. We're going to watch it. I'm looking at the bigger time frame and making a suggestion, but we will watch the smaller time frames every 5 to 6 hours, and we'll be able to tell you with the highest probability of what we believe is going to happen to Bitcoin. All right. So, but look at the 2 week. I mean, whenever it's this low, we've gotten a massive pump for BTC. You know, again, we could get a massive pump, get rejected by 30,000, and then come all the way back down and test the $10,000 region, to $8,000 region. Then we could make a bounce. You know, 1, 2, 3 touches at the bottom of the falling wedge. And then the falling wedge could still break up and go all the way from 8K to $70,000, $80,000 and do a beautiful 10X in 2020, late 2022 into 2023. So anything is possible. What you're waiting for really was the RSI to get low. The RSI is the lowest it's ever been. It's lower than the pandemic right now. I mean, this is where you get it. There's no other options. I DCA consistently, and I keep buying Bitcoin. I've been showing it on my channel. 5,000 here, 1,000 here, 500 here. That's another thing. I watch Steve. I watch all these other channels. I've never seen Steve buy Bitcoin. I've never seen him open up and buy the Bitcoin, actually buy the Bitcoin. Are they paranoid that people know they have it? Are they scared? I don't know what it is. And maybe he has, so I'm not holding him to it. But I'm just showing you the differences between me and other YouTubers. I'm just showing it, and I'm not saying there's no. It's all love right now, 100% love. But I buy Bitcoin live constantly on this channel, over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's get back to that 15-minute. We're getting a bit of a pump here. And there's the channel breaking out. The 15-minute wanted to bounce on, where were we on that? Was it Coinbase? Yeah, there you go. So there's your flag, Ito, Let me get out of the green here. Oh, it's the Gaussian, yeah. So, I mean, Steve is awesome. He will give you some gems. I think he's worth wasting some time on, Not a lot of other guys are worth wasting time on. I think he's worth wasting. I think his courses are just a little too expensive. And honestly, I got everything I got out of Steve after watching him for 5 years. I never had to pay him a dime. So anyway, maybe the same as me. Maybe you can get a lot out of me for free. And honestly, that's the point. A lot of people, they like to join my group because they've made money on the free stream. And then they decided, hey, you know what? I'm going to pay it forward. And now other people say, hey, I've made a good amount of money. I want to go and help the beginners now. I want to add to this guy's ecosystem. I want to make his ecosystem more valuable because he made my life more valuable. Bang, bang, bang. Free value. And the value continues to grow inside of the trading group. And that's why I'm motivated every single day here to teach, because I'm going to make someone that's going to come back and teach others in my trading group. It's going to make my $99 more strong on my subscription service. Smartest thing you can do is to work harder than everybody else and realize that you will continuously produce. See, a guy that's worried he's not going to get enough, he holds back a lot. Because he's like, well, God's not going to give me everything, and I'm going to have to use the little skills that I have to make it. I know tomorrow God's going to give me another gem and another gem and another idea. And we're just going to continuously grow. I have so much confidence in God in my life. Things are going to go so well in the next year, 2 years. Dude, 2 years ago, I was battling with my crypto portfolio. Got it up to a pretty good place, but battling, trading, finding out what to get in. I was like, I didn't have EGLD at the time. I didn't have AVE. I didn't know it was going to get hot. It was 2020, September and October. I was searching through the coins, and I was like, oh, my God. Luckily, I found Cake. I found AVE. I got into DeFi. I jumped into, great story. Let me know in the comment section who wants to hear a good story about DeFi, a good DeFi story, literally that will inspire you, a good DeFi sport. If I get enough people to say we want to hear the story in the comment section, but you got to be like, show us the story. We want the story. Shout out to Jacob Hill. You can't sleep in, Jacob. You got to wake up early and work out every single day, baby. Up at the break it down, baby. Run it, Sam. Me. Let's go. Story. I need like a lot of people to say story because I don't want to piss off 500 people here. I wonder if everyone were all to sell Bitcoin and that's left is the lost Bitcoin. Where would the price be? Super curious. Can't sell it if you can't access it. You're funny, man. What else would you say? Code word Cowabunga. Cowabunga 900 for the $99 trading group. Yep. Email the code word Cowabunga to CryptoLifers@gmail if you want to pay for $99 for the year. But that's only in Bitcoin and USDT or USDC. Okay, a lot of people want to hear the story. So check it out. I got into Uniswap. Everyone was doing the Uniswap thing. I got scared. I was like, I don't know what Uniswap is. This is weird. You send your money into this thing. You press a button. Is it ever going to come back? So right now, I'm projecting Bitcoin will go to 22,141 on this move. Not a huge move, but it's showing signs of life here on the 1 hour, and it doesn't mean it's going to happen. All right, we do see a little bearish div right here, which has me a little. You have swing up to swing up. You got swing down to swing down here. Now, what if this makes one more up? We get a nice pump here, and then we get rejected, and then you have real bearish div. But you do have, that's bearish divergence. Swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down. So look for the rejection here. You can't get above that high, 21,000. All right. So wait, just came here $99 a year for what? No, $900 a year, my man. $900. Don't play me. So check it out. Thoughts on Sol and its whales. I don't really have any thoughts, and I don't care. Sam knows all the tricks to get the chat engagement to user ratio high and to trigger the YouTube visibility algorithm. Yeah, because there's just things you got to do depending on it, like, oh, I hit a button. Yeah, so anyway, so look at this. So we're looking at Bitcoin here, and I'm looking at the idea here. So check out the chart. Going up and down, 9% on the possible idea. And there's something, so if we break above the zone and we see the low 15-minute here, and it could pop to the upside. So I just want to sell that exact notion, 22,194. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, I like that. I like what's going on there. Oh, there's another coin I want to show you too. OGN on my radar. Let me just duplicate this and check into OGN. Let's take a look at OGN real fast here. Let's take a look at OGN. All right. OGN, baby, OGN. OGN. I got OGN here. Let's take a look at OGN. Let's get it up here. Yeah, and so the thing about OGN was, it's been creeping up on its own, doing its own thing here on the low. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I really like, what's going down. All right. Yeah, so look, do you see this level of support and resistance? And it's about to pop. We gave you this trade just the other day. It banged on them to the upside. Unbelievable. And it's so awesome, It's funny, see, I don't know if you guys noticed. Remember when I said I sneezed? I faked a sneeze, and I put the MetaMask chart up by accident to show you that the chat would go up crazy, and you guys would start screaming that you couldn't see the chart. This gets the chat rate going. And someone just said, I know all the tricks. I'm so sorry, but I had to do one. I was like, let me just pull a trick real quick. You could tell how I was kind of pausing with my words, and I really wasn't saying anything. I don't know. I don't know if anyone picked up on it, but this is an interactive stream. You'll never see something happen like that on another stream, man. Anyway, shut up. Anyway, so look at OGN. Bang, bang, bang. I was all over it. East Jordan, man. You're funny, man. Next level-ish, man. YouTube meta. This guy's smart versus. So look at this. See, OGN 24% gains out of OGN as it broke out of this to the upside. What a beautiful move there, right? What a beautiful move for OGN, man. I love this coin. I think it's going to do big things one day. I really do. Origin Protocol, baby. It's kind of getting tighter in a wedge, too. Look at that. You know, and it's at the bottom of its wedge. If it can hold this zone, and stay in the flag like Bitcoin's doing right now, it'll follow Bitcoin to the upside. And it'll break up just like this. You will get this move. See, it's like pattern trading, and then you want to find the pattern that's going to get you inside the pattern. 21% gains for OGN. I'd put it on my radar. I'll take a look at the 4-hour. 4-hour could do that loop. Let's look at the 15-minute. About to dip and make. And look, there's a tiny. Look at this. I've done this so many times in my life. But look. I just play the cup and handle on OGN. See? Sammy cup and handle to the upside. Hey, that's a little loud. Bobby, I haven't seen you since last week. Are we going golfing next week? Give me that. Why was that so hard for me to grab that right there? Then I move my... So a bit of a cup and handle for OGN, all right? And as you can see, it's kind of double bottoming, and it's got a little point of control that it bounced off of here, and another little nook that it could use for a nice push-up. 15-minute does want to make you move to the upside. Just a 12% gain, but there's something that could happen there for OGN. It's on my radar, all right? OGN. Let's get the chat going. Where is my chat, people? And everyone, guys, I used to have this. I got a mic stand, too, that I really, really like. It's awesome. I realized I could do the mic from the top, too, now, and the bottom. I can do so many different things now. I just realized that. I could put it up super high. I'll try different ways. It's just better when it's up there because it keeps your neck up. Doesn't hurt your neck as bad. Feeling good, though. Thank God. I stretched my back out. Doing the front planche. You guys got to do the front planche every day. I do the front planche every night, and it takes away all my back pain. You got to do the front planche. I'm telling you, like, all the time. I can do it. I'll do it for you if you want. Oh, wait, no. Now I don't know. That's the front planche. Now I don't know what I'm talking about. I have done the front planche. My man's taught me this. Is it the back planche? I don't know what it is. It's when you bend all the way backwards. What do you call that? Now I don't even know what it's called. Like, I thought it was I thought it was called a front planche, but I don't know what it's called. You know, my buddy does this. My best friend does this every day. If you go to Instagram and check out my buddy Marcus, dude, Custom Body Dynamics. Marcus, Custom Body Dynamics. I don't even have an Instagram account anymore because Instagram took it away. Anyone, could you help me get my Instagram account back, please? Oh, yeah, the bridge. Front bridge. The bridge. You guys are so smart, man. The bridge, yeah. I do the bridge every single night before I go to bed. The human bridge. There it is. Right. He's doing it right there. See? Bridge. There it is right there. See this? He's not doing it. No one's doing it yet. I can't find one person doing it. I'm going to have to do it now. It's like this, but you bend your butt all the way up and arch your back into the sky. You know? Basically curve yourself the opposite way. Funny, I couldn't find it. I tried for years to fight to get my accounts back from IG. It's such trash, homie. I wish you the best with it. Yeah, I guess I'll never get it back, right? So sad, man, now that I hear you say that. So OGN starting to make a bit of a move here. I see 12% gains coming out of OGN. Actually, a little less there, about 10 on a scalp. With that move for Bitcoin on the 15-minute back to the upside. Sometimes I just trade Bitcoin on the 15-minute. A lot of times I trade Bitcoin on the 15-minute. I really love how Bitcoin moves on the 15-minute. I'll make sure the 1 hour is in my favor and bang, bang, bang. You know, that's the plan. And just like we took Electronium, we could be taking OGN for gains here. Watch OGN closely. All right? Watch OGN closely. All right. Rev has been hot recently too. You guys notice that? Rev has been hot. It's been doing its own thing compared to the rest of the market. And look, now it's in a bit of a flag as well. I'm going to find the gains. I'm telling you, I wake up early in the morning. I go through hundreds and hundreds of charts. I look through everything I can to figure out what I can see here in the game. And Rev is hot. Rev is hot. I'll tell you that right now. Rev is hot. Let's go back into the studio for a second while I tell this story. Story time for a split second. Story time. So why you should venture out. Why fortune favors the brave. This is the great story. Why fortune favors the brave, okay? Why fortune favors the brave. So everyone was getting into Uniswap. I was worried about getting into Uniswap. Yeah, I'm Diesel. Look how big I am. Strong like bull. Ah. No, I'm just... You want another button? Who wants another button? You want another button? Oh, the chest hair, baby. Oh. Remember when the around the blockchains showed my chest hair? That guy's so funny, man. Anyway, I got into Uniswap. This is going to help you when you're trading in your life. I'm serious. It's not all about the charts. I got into Uniswap, and everyone was afraid. You know, people were like, I don't know, but I saw this money getting made on DeFi. I was looking at the Reddits, and people were making tons of money on Reddit. Reddit was like, I was like, man, I need to get into this. So I FOMO'd from Reddit. Reddit made me FOMO. I think there was some 4chan posts about DeFi too. Anyway, so I got into it, and I basically, first thing I ever bought was, like, YFI was flying. It was like $200, then it was $400. Next thing you know, it's $9,000. And I'm like, this coin's worth more than Bitcoin. Bitcoin was $8,000, YFI was $9,000. I was like, how is this possible? Then it was $11,000, $12,000. It would go to like $70,000. People would put $300 and turn it into 70 grand. I mean, it was incredulous. So everyone was looking for the next one. So I found this thing YFFI or YFDI. And I put like $2 grand in it. It turned into $10,000 and it would stake. It was insane. But anyway, the first one was YFI, and I put like $400, $500. It would turn to zero. I found sushi, squirrel sushi. I went into sushi when it was like, I don't know, $1, and it would tank, you know, down to like 50 cents. So basically, I would spend like $2 to $3 grand, and it would all go to zero. And I'll be like, man, what a dumb idea! Like, I should never have done this, you know. But nothing ventured, nothing gained, and fortune favors the brave, right? Lo and behold, I was one of those first people to use Uniswap. I'm live, right? I'm doing my trading group, and one guy's like, yo, you should check your Uniswap, man. I think you're gonna get free. You got the free airdrop. Everyone was like pissed they didn't get the 300 uni. Uni was like $3 at the time. 400 free uni was, yeah, it was like 10. No, it was like, ended up being around like $4,000 or $5,000 for me at one point, the free uni. And I think I'd used 2 wallets, so I got it twice. Crazy. So, now I would eventually sell it for most gains, but if I had kept it till uni went all the way to its height, you got 400 free uni and it went to $30, right? It's insanity. So, I mean, you know, if you had 10 and it was at $30, $300, right? It's just crazy, man. So I ended up getting all the money back that I spent and more. And then on top of that, sushi would 20x and all these coins, and the Uniswap would pay me. And so my whole point of the story was I jumped in, had no idea what I was doing, ended up making some serious gains in Uniswap. And yes, I fell into some stuff, and it wasn't, you know, but unbelievable. So let's get back out of story time. I'm happy you guys stuck through story time. Did we lose a lot of people on story time? We really did, huh? Damn, that's sad. I'll never do story time again. That's kind of sad. Damn, we lost a lot of people on story time. Damn, I'm never going to do it again. Damn, they just want the charts. That's kind of sad. We had 654 viewers, and we lost a lot of people during story time. Anyway, Rev is about to pump to the upside here. Damn, I get depressed when I lose viewers. Damn, why would people not want to hear that story, bro? Like, you could make a lot of money with that story. Man, that got me a little sad. You know, I get like, I'm sensitive. You know, we had 650 viewers. We went down to 540 when I started story time. That's crazy. Wow. Anyway, can we get the viewers back up to the watchers? Guys, we got 150 people not hitting that like button. Can you hit the like button for me? I would greatly appreciate it. All right. Rev looking beautiful to me. Getting tight in the corner. 50-minute also wants to rev to the upside. I would watch Rev closely here. It's been a hot item in the market. Rev just might rev up. Only 3% gains, though. Almost not even really worth it, in my humble opinion. But it could begin its move back to the upside. Rev, it's a little overbought on 1 hour could give you some gains, too. Also, we could open it up. Just not enough gains, in my humble opinion. That's just like, just not enough risk for me, really. Like, what, maybe 6%? Just doesn't really get me going. I think it could happen, but that just doesn't get me going. You know? So look, this VeChain short might actually want to pump on you. So VeChain might actually make a bit of a dump here. Interesting. I mean, the 1 hour is pushing out. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. Wow. So some issues at VeChain. I don't know what's going on with VeChain, but it looks like they may get some dumpage here. 1 hour and the 4 hour both want to pump to the upside. You're at a previous support. You know, you'd have to break through this node here. But interesting, VeChain doesn't look too healthy. A short on VeChain looks to be the case here. A short on VeChain. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Calling yourself crypto lifers and being a part of the live stream. Get that music back up and running. They left because they couldn't handle the chest hair. It was the chest hair, really? Was that what it was? Man, every time I try to be funny or make a joke, it's like I just got discouraged right there. When you lose 100 viewers, that's bugged out. Especially when you work so hard to grow your channel. Bugs me out. I won't talk about it again, but man, it's going to get in my head for the rest of the day. It really will. For the rest of the day, I'm going to be like, man, why did I do that, you know? I thought people thought it was funny, man. I thought people thought it was funny. Anyway, I'm in a good mood feeling myself and people don't love it. Don't let it get you down, bro. Watching 555. We are the real lifers. AVAX. Super chat. Bitcoin to 12K next week. Anything is possible. When Lifer makes my comments the wrong way, I have the same feeling. Shout out to Finbook, man. Love you, brother. But you used to be outlandish, Finbook. You used to do some funky stuff, man. You've cleaned up your act. You know? You used to kind of push it to some other limits. You don't do that anymore. It's not at 11 almost. Anything can happen at 11 that people might have to take off for. Sam, screw the haters. You keep being you. Pam, people get mad when they hear about others making money. Just stay with Bitcoin. You won't lose any viewers. Yeah, you're funny. Your last Bitcoin update is a TA question if you want to get back to the bread. Keep doing you, man. If there more will come, your channels will grow fast, man. Don't apologize for being you. Screw the ones that don't live life. DXY inverted head and shoulders. Personally, I must watch for the chest hair. Smart move. Don't forget, you always say that we have way more watchers than they usually. Yeah, we probably do. I was watching yesterday live stream and thinking it was today's and was wondering why it wouldn't let me type. Story time. Chest hair is why I am here. Forget the charts. I'll put that button back on. I guess maybe we'll get to 600 again if we get the button. We have the button back on. Let everybody know the button is back. The button is back up. You shook the week out. That's all. Bro, looking for validation on a reverse. Interesting. A reverse for what, though? Like, you know? That's a good question, but I don't know what you're saying, you know? Everybody's looking for validation. Look, in the 33 again, because we have 1333 people watching the average time. 1333. Look at this. It's just nuts. You can't make this stuff up. It's constantly following me around. The 333. Everywhere I go, I see it every day, throughout the day, all the time. Like, and you could say you're making it happen. You want to see it, fine. But like, that number doesn't have to hit 1333. It could have hit 1337 like it did. You know what I'm saying? Lifer is my dad. I am your father. Welcome. Oh, no, I'm just joking. Those that left want to pimp the craft. Those that left want to be masters. Shout out to my man, PCal. Yeah, Love Learning is really awesome. Some great people. 318. So VeChain. And write this down. Take a look at this. VeChain could be making a massive dump. And it's also in this, like a broadening, a broadening wedge here. Yikes. It's kind of scary. Swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down. You got hidden bullish divergence as well. You do have a shoulder head and a shoulder. You better hope that dumps. But if that level holds, this VeChain short looks like it's going to play out. Something happening with VeChain. People are giving up on it, don't care about it. I don't know what's happening, but it looks like VeChain is being given up on. Bring the hamburger meat back. I'm making a petition. Just like you, I'm a guy, so don't get excited. To be honest, the internet is in second place. The Discord is now in first place. It's true, man. I have to say it, but VeChain is trash. Ask me how I know. How do you know, man? I see negative numbers everywhere, but I need to stop blowing my portfolio. Anything is possible, right? Oh, VeChain. Yeah, so a short for VeChain is possible here. Looking scrumptious to me. You tell me, guys, but it looks pretty good. You know? Looking for a go. And you know what? I was just thinking you should be in performance mode whenever you can. right? Should be in performance mode whenever you can. Oh, alert box? No. And I'm trying some different things with the alerts there. Are they coming up? I'm guessing someone wants Cardano TA. Let's take a look at the super chats. Ice cream swap. Super chat. Ice cream swap. Let's take a look at that. I think it's going to be on Cardano, like Sunday swap, ice cream swap, right? Ice cream swap.finance. And be careful, right? Anything could happen. Oh, buy this domain. It just is nothing. On the DApp radar. Let's take a look at DApp radar. Ice cream swap. The data represents, what is ice cream swap? The milk is heated, the eggs are whipped, and we added some light cream and vanilla, and then we froze it. Now it's time for some ice cream. Stake ice cream and earn more ice cream. Swapping. I don't know anything about this, man. This could be a scam, you know? I don't know. Not a lot of information on ice cream swap. We could take a look at, coin market cap here. Someone playing games with me? You never know. And I am in a funny place, you know. I'm on vacation. My wife and kid are away. My wife and kids are away. Yeah, like I forgot one of them. But that's what happens when you're away, you know. It's like, look, synthetics banged it on them. 57% gains for synthetics, up 49%. Steppen also coming back up in the game. 1 inch, Ave, you know, and we're seeing DeFi kind of stretch on back. Quant, Maker, Avalanche, Thorchain, Rune. We looked at Rune yesterday. It's funny, Rune did pop to the upside. Polymatic, Basic Attention Token getting some news too, and Phantom at 25 cents. That was the last bottom for Phantom when we called it. Is that the bottom for Phantom again? I still haven't bought my Phantom back. When is it time to go hard into Phantom? We'll take a look at that in a second. All right. I'll ride to the end. Shout out to Crypto Cash, man. I'm actually a large VeChain holder. I'll ride to the end, baby. Also, there is a man out there that would really love Cardano TA. Not live stream advice. B-Rise. Yo, from Boston, Mass. Should we all get prepared for the best time to buy? I heard Joe Perry's selling his grandma. LOL. Thanks for sharing your knowledge. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I have taken the PGN trade. Beautiful. I have taken the PGN trade. I've taken the PGN trade. Pigeon coin? You're funny, man. It looks like a good pop. It's in a flag here. I think he's talking about OGN, man. I think he's talking about OGN, but he messed up his fingers there. Right? Starting to move so far a little bit there to the upside. See if it can continue to play out. Bit of a cup and handle for OGN. And if you keep coming to the channel, you're going to see how we do this. Look, we talked about Bitcoin breaking to the upside out of the flag, right? We were on the Coinbase chart where we kept it nice and neat for you. And there you have it. I mean, we told you this was going to happen, and it's happening. Happens a lot in this channel. And again, it's not, I'm not going to get pompous about it. This is what happens. And again, you're making a rising wedge. I just have to say, at the end of the day, like, this is the pattern that you're starting to make. You may not ever get out of it. You have the bigger channel here, but you may never get out of this one. And that has a measured move. I'm still keen on a short. I just want everyone to know I'm still keen on a short. Why am I keen on a short? 4 hours overbought. And when the 4 hour gets high, we eventually get a dump, you know? So the 4 hours low, we got a nice pump. See? If you just trade the 4 hour pretty nicely, look, trade this, dump. You know? So it says we're going to get a bit of a dump here. So just saying. Also, look at what we're seeing here. I don't want to get rid of my work because it's like, but I'm going to show you something. Watch this. I just saw something else. We'll go to the FTX chart, right? Look at this. And this is what we've been talking about all along, too. I've been talking about two different things. I've been talking about this being a giant inverted. All right? We have this projection and waiting. But then we're also talking about this idea. You got really strong bullish divergence on the 4 hour. And usually that's a bottom, and it's going to propel you to the upside. Especially when you're this low on the RSI. Look, that right there, you kind of... Now, we could just go sideways like I showed you. We could just kind of do this and end up dumping back down. So, and I pulled out this fractal yesterday on the daily and showed it to you. I'll show it to you here on this time frame too, because it's like it's doing the same exact thing. Look, that's the exact pattern, you know. So we could even get a pump back to the upside. We could hit 23,000, 25,000, anything, and then, you know, we're looking for that cat ear pattern that we learned. I had never seen it before, but that's a cat ear pattern right there, and we bumped to the downside. All right. If you didn't know, you want to learn, let me teach you real quick. And the people that left the channel, they're going to miss out. They're not going to know what the cat ears are. And I can go right to my conversation with Preston. That's going to be the easiest way to find this. Where are you, buddy? Oh, okay. Give me 1 second here. And check this out. See? And shout out to Preston who gave this to me. He said, cat ears pattern, dude. Trigger and you're dumping. Left ear, right ear with the scalp in the middle. And you can clearly see Bitcoin. Left ear, right ear with the scalp in the middle. And we triggered to the downside. It was exactly textbook. I mean, look at them. Look at them. Insanity, right? And if you left the channel, you never would have figured this out. Well, we got 620 people back. They're like, okay, he put his chest hair back in. We can listen now. So I guess maybe some ladies were like, you know, we don't want to see the chest hair, you know? Who knows? We don't know. We're not sure. But look, this fractal is following itself to a T. It's matching up pretty eerily the same. Okay? And you got a point of control that you must break above. So just see this high volume node right here? Like, you got to get above it. If you don't, you're dumping. It's very simple to me. Okay? You made this channel. All right, but you're in a rising wedge. And your measured move is the length of the pole. And that's why there's a chance we double bottom here. You see? That's what we want. A double bottom off 17,500 would be beautiful, right? Retest that bottom again. Get everyone really scared. That would get the crypto fear and greed index back into the lows again, all right? So you must be prepared for this behavior on the 4-hour. It's getting overbought. Why is this? Well, let me just prove it to you. Every time the 4-hour got above the dotted line right there, you right there, you kind of loop, so you could get a push up, but then eventually you're going to end up lower. Here you got to push up, but you end up low. Here you start to dump. Here you started to dump. And if we look at the same place, where are we? We're kind of right here, right? We're right there or right there. We made the right shoulder of the head, and we're hitting a resistance node. It's kind of the same thing we did over there. It's very similar. All right. So we looked at the 2-week chart. I showed you that I am bullish on the 2-week chart. We see a lot of big bullishness for that 2-week. All right. But, you know, now the question on the YouTube thumbnail people click on, are you all in, right? Or are you waiting for more? And I'll tell you exactly what I'm doing. I'll be honest with you guys. Like, 100 grand cash sitting, allocated, ready for Bitcoin. Okay? 100 grand cash ready for Bitcoin. I'm sitting on 100 grand cash ready for Bitcoin. No lie. Like, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be rude. All right? And I also have allocations for real estate too. I'm not going to go all in on Bitcoin. I'm going to be buying some real estate in this dip. I want to see this interest rate kind of tilter sideways. I want to see the Fed get too scared to raise too high. And I want to see them, the height that they raised it too high to pound the real estate market just enough to get the sweet spot. I don't think we're going to get the huge crash I want, but we're going to get the sweet spot. Now, you get the huge crash and interest rates go up, it kind of offsets the crash, right? So you want to get a medium interest rate with a crash, and you got to get in there at the right time. There's going to be a moment in time. I believe it's going to be in 8-9 months, something like that. I'm going to time the real estate market very similar to how I time the altcoin market. And honestly, the more I see all markets, I realize that all my time and years spending in trading, because now I have a lot of friends that do real estate and we talk. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, and I'm going to use a lot of their insight because they see the numbers more than I do. But we're starting to kind of figure out a way to time the real estate market too at the same time. You get it? And put 100 to 200 grand down on a beautiful piece of property in Florida. Start Airbnb-ing it. Start charging Bitcoin for it. And I mean, your life could change forever. And then you buy another one, start allocating those profits into another one. What if you take those profits and get into Bitcoin at the right time? Or an altcoin, that skyrockets, you sell that, pay your taxes, take that chunk, put it into another Airbnb, have that pay in Bitcoin, run that Bitcoin, and then now that you know how to trade, any business you have, I'll beat any businessman, because I know how to take money and turn it into more money. Most businessmen know how to do that, but then they're left with cash. Like, I have two good friends. They know how to make piles of money, but then they don't know what to do with the money. They had Goldman Sachs. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I hope one day I could do that, though. I hope one day we can get regulated and be crypto advisors, like, in the future. Why not? You know what I'm saying? So this also coincides with an idea that we're making a shoulder ahead and a possible right shoulder here. And that could get us out of the zone, but we will have to dump for this to occur. So I am seeing a short here, you know, if we can't get above this area, this 21,000 resistance. Very, very strong resistance for Bitcoin. All right. So I hope I kind of painted these pictures for you. We did a lot today. The Gaussian channel. I gave Steve a shout out, talked about Steve. Yep. And yeah, 99% of my TA, I did all on my own and I back tested it. But every once in a while, I'm going to see something someone else did, and it's going to give me some great insight. And Steve showed you, man, this is the time to buy, baby. And honestly, I have my own indicators where it's time to buy. My Pi cycle chart tells me it's time to buy. My 2-week chart tells me it's time to buy. You know, like very simple indicators that I've been using. And see, the thing is, once you've bought on the low, you have your own ideas. Like, I know when to buy on the low. Like, I've done it many times. So I just look for the exact thing that I did before and I buy. Like, it's very simple for me. And as long as you're not chasing the highs and you're patient, you're going to make some money. It's pretty simple to me. And again, nothing's guaranteed. I can't tell you you're going to make some money, but I believe once I don't buy on the highs and I'm patient, it's highly likely I'm going to get paid off that residual move that I made. You know, they're going to come and just continue to pay me off my patience. Patience pays, baby. Patience pays. So this is what I'm seeing here. An inverted head and shoulder falling out of the rising wedge. We see bearish div on the smaller time frames as well, which kind of tells you that we got to watch out here. What is bearish divergence? It's when you have a swing to swing, which is an uptrend, but you have a swing to swing here, which is a downtrend. Usually tells you that the trend is over and you highly likely won't make it to the top anymore, right? And once this 15-minute, you know, kind of gets, you know, wiggles its way out of here and finishes itself off, it's going to be kind of done, all right? And like we talked about this flag breaking out. It did break out. Nice little move. But again, you're making an M here, and even this is a big M. See? That's again a long M. It almost looks like those cat ears, doesn't it? A little bit, like we were just talking about, which is kind of funny. Very interesting. So on that wick right there, probably would be a great time to short. Look at the 1 hour time frame. It's trying to make one last final move. 4 hours about to take you down, in my humble opinion. And again, I could be 100% wrong, and Bitcoin could skyrocket all the way to 30K right now, and I could look like a complete clown. Nothing is guaranteed. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I just trade Bitcoin every single day, and I make a call every day here on the channel. A lot of other YouTubers are like, if this and that, they don't tell you what they're going to do. They don't actually put their name on the call. Like today, I'm short the market on the 4 hour. I mean, it's very highly likely that this is not going to play out in our favor. Now, if this level holds, the short won't play out. So what you could do is you can draw a flag here, and if we stay in a flag, so be it. And that's my projection theory. So you draw a flag here, and you're like, wow, if we can stay in this flag, and then we'll pump. It's just very unlikely, but it could happen. It could happen. And I don't enter the short until the 15-minute starts to curve or get low. I mean, we're seeing tweezer tops, though, aren't we there on the 15-minute? Yeah, you know. Bearish divergence, tweezer tops, and a rising wedge, you know. And remember, it's like, and you have the smaller rising wedge inside, too. Yeah, and there's the dump. It's starting right there. There's your rejection. Bang. You know, 15 minutes starting to low, and then the 1 hour. So I would basically trade the 4 hour short right now. That's it. I would enter the 4 hour short to the downside for BTC. All right. Sad to say, but that's what I see happen in the markets. In the markets. And what in the morning, what a good day too. Already up 90. Damn. Wow, man. Interesting. And shout out to Michael Pa coming through with the $500 super chat the other Saturday. It was like Saturday night. Insanity. Or he came through on that 3 a.m. That 3 a.m. live stream. That was truly just mind-boggling, you know. And let me ask my team. How's the latency, team? Sean, how's the latency? Are we good? I didn't want to check. I don't want to waste my time. Looks pretty good to me. Looks spot on to me. Man. Yeah. Yeah. All right, cool. I did at an offset, whether it was good or not, you know. So there you have it. I'm calling a short for BTC. And there you have it. I'm going to move on from there. HAPI looking pretty good on the 4 hour. But again, like a lot of these coins, it's going to come down first. Wait for this to come on down. And that's going to be your sweet spot with an alert here. 4 hours high on hundreds of coins. Okay. Yeah, so I'm looking at HAPI coming down, maybe getting a bit of a bounce there. And if you look at every single coin in the game, right? Look, that OGN coin got banged out by Bitcoin, you know? 15 minute. The 1 hour actually still may want to move. You see the 15 minute got a little extended. See? Yeah. And it's just hard to trade pairs bullishly when Bitcoin wants to tank on you, you know? So look. Like this short, phantom short, dot short usually plays out well with BTC. There's so many shorts you can play when Bitcoin wants to dump. And look, dot's making a double bottom here. Trying to make a move. The dot short. Man, it doesn't look good to me, though. Yeah, dot short doesn't look good. It's funny. Bitcoin is a little offset. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. That's interesting to me. Bitcoin dominance also wants to dump on the and that's not a good sign, right? And then if we look at tether dominance should want to pump. And if we see tether dominance wanting to pump, that's going to really kind of set us straight, right? And there you go. I mean, tether dominance about to make a move on the 4 hour. I mean, this is just showing you it's likely Bitcoin's going to struggle. Let's take a look at the dollar index 2 on the 4 hour. What do we see on the 4 hour? That's going sideways, which is okay. It's interesting. The head and shoulders did play out that I talked about. Look at that. Thank goodness. We needed that so bad. But look, now it's a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. Is that on an inverted? Indecisive behavior, but that could pump. See? Yeah, 1 hour still kind of got some indecision too. Interesting. We'll watch this closely. Yikes. So right now I'm a little bearish on Bitcoin in the 4 hour time frame. Nice call on Rev. Bang, bang. You can check out BRWL. Thanks. Rev? You said nice call on Rev. Bang, bang. Oh, Rev. R-E-V, right? There's Rev with an E and there's Rev with two V's. No, Revain actually looks pretty nice, actually. Hold up. I like this. Yo, this is about to boom. Look at that. Look at that 1 hour pushing. I mean, that's beautiful. I'd set my alert on the 15 minute, wait for the 15 minute to reset. But dude, I'm liking this trade. I'm liking Rev. Watch this coin for gains. Look how tight it is in the channel. Like highly likely to blast to the upside. 90% gains possibly coming out of Rev. And I show you Bitcoin dominance about to dip. You saw that? So Bitcoin dominance dips. We might even see some altcoin action here. Pretty interesting, right? So, and this is Revain on KuCoin. All right. We'll take a look at BRWL. Thanks. Look like it's time for another rip. So Rev is worth looking at too on the radar. Rev, REVU looking bullish. Bitcoin could go sideways or down, and these coins could pump. I've seen it happen, but it's high risk, high reward for sure on a Monday. Usually a most volatile day that I don't like to trade. Monday, Sundays, and Mondays, horrible days to trade. They really are. But wow. And that's why you need, honestly, like to be in my trading group, it's super important that you take the beginner's course, right? The beginner's course will really give you the full circle and everything that you really need to kind of like come all the way full circle, in my humble opinion. Come learn the language of the charts with me, man. I'm telling you guys, you'll love it. And it is the last Saturday of the month from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And it's also 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. every single Tuesday, Eastern Standard Time. And it'll blow your mind. I also do a MetaMask course. I teach you how to use MetaMask, and all that fun stuff. That is the first Friday of every month. That'll be July, the first week of July. Jump into that. They're both really good courses. You get to hang out with me. We have fun. People ask questions. The groups have been getting larger and larger. The energy has been growing. I'm super excited. You should be excited. And I was just thinking the other day, you know, you pay $99 a month, right? You could buy a coat. I thought about all the coats. I used to love LRG. Remember Lifted Research Group? Really sad what happened to the guy who created it. He got like, I think something really bad happened to him. Like, I'm not getting into it, but it's kind of a conspiracy theory or something. But LRG, right? I think it was called Lifted Research Group. I don't know, but I used to wear their clothing all the time. I loved LRG. They were like my favorite. Because they had these like, I don't know, I just like their designs, their colors, you know. And I had so many LRG coats, and I thought about it. I don't have any of their clothes anymore. I spent hundreds of dollars on this stuff. My whole point of the story is we buy a lot of things in this life. When you buy $99 in my trading group, that knowledge stays with you for the rest of your life. You never lose that $99. You never lose the $99. Ever. Like, I mean, this short says it's going to play out. If Bitcoin wants to pump, but again, just wait out the 15 minute. 15 minute, it's not time yet. It's not time yet, right? But look, the 1 hour says you want to get some juice. Quick 17% gains back to that region of support and resistance if you can break that area. Not my favorite trade right now, but honestly, could even go up more though. 50% gain short in the dot peasy. Interesting. Phantom short, look at this. Fell out of the pocket. You kind of still say it's in here though. Look at that. And that was last night. I was like, if Bitcoin bumps, then you play the phantom short. If, right? The only reason I wouldn't enter a short for Bitcoin right now is because the 15-minute on the short is high. All right? You don't enter 15-minute high shorts in the stochastics, in my opinion. Anything is possible. The thing is, 1 out of 30, they'll pump. 1 out of 20, you'll get an amazing pump. Things will just go the way you want them to go, you know? Let's take a look at the LIFER indicator while we're out here flipping on indicators. I love adding the indicator, so it's fun. We'll take away the Gaussian channel. But yeah, I'm able to pause someone's video, look at their indicator, recreate the indicator, find out what they're doing, and just bang, bang, bang. That's a skill in and of itself. Someone's like, dude, that's Steve's. It's like, well, it is Steve's, but now it's out in it's in the universe now. Like yesterday, I did the 800. Someone's gonna steal that and go look at the bottom of the 800. One of my team gave it to me. You know, and so it's about being able to see things, right? And use anything to your advantage. Every great man stood on the shoulders of other great men, said a great friend of mine recently. Rodney Robinson actually told me that, you know. Now, you got to have your own original ideas, though. Like, shots at, you know, you can't be just, you know, you got to have some original ideas. So look at the short, too. The short on the 3 days cooked. Like, it wouldn't. That's how you know you got a bottom for Bitcoin. Why would you would never enter a short on that? You get it? That's a descending triangle, but the short's trying to tell you it does have a diamond. That's a you know, yellow diamonds aren't the strongest, but that says you should get a bit of a move to the upside on the short, right? Williams is trying to flip on you. You look at the 4 hour time frame. And yeah, I mean, also you like to bounce off this yellow line. Bounce. And that's usually a resistance point too. Interesting. You're getting the cross of the blue and the yellow, these two lines when they crossed last time. And the Williams is super low. I mean, suggesting you're going to get a bounce here. Even our indicator, the LIFER indicator, likes the short right now. And anything is possible. I could be 100% wrong, all right? And I have to rework my whole theories. What we're hoping for is a double top of the short, which is going to be the double bottom at 17K. So if we double top here in the short, that's going to be Bitcoin double bottoming at 17K. Capiche? Do you get it? Can you see both charts at the same time and watch how one chart's going to go up while the other chart's going to come down? Let me show you. Because some people need to see this like in real time, right? So here's the Bitcoin short. Here we're going to look, remind me of Max Arrow. Someone was supposed to remind me last night, and you guys didn't remind me. Now remember, nobody reminded me. I said, remind me of Max Arrow later on in the stream, you know. And you want to be on the same time frame. And so look at this. So this is the rising wedge, but that, you know, here's the falling wedge. This is the rising wedge here. Yeah. When that comes down and double bottoms, all right, that's this double topping. You get it? You want to make sure the opposite oscillator's in your favor. So it's just likely the short's going to play out. And I've done this so many times in my life, and it doesn't mean we're going to be right 100% of the time. It just means that the probability is in our favor that if we short this, we're going to hit it. All right? Probability is in our favor that if we short this, we're going to hit the short. And I keep these both up now. Like, I'll duplicate this. I keep this on the screen all day, and I'm going to be watching my short. I'm about to take the short because I got to trade the best probabilities. I can't, you know, I got to trade the best probabilities. Damn, it doesn't duplicate. All right, whatever. I don't need it. I can go to max arrow now. Okay, and I was up all night working on my sync issue. I eventually did 220 and 220 offset. I don't know how it worked out. I watched 100 different YouTubers. There's 17 different videos on it, and I kept doing this. No lie, you can tell. You'd be like, no, you didn't. Be like, you didn't spend all night doing that. Like, I really did, and I actually have the videos to prove it. Look, because you can see me late at night last night, literally clapping my hands and playing games. Like, because I refuse to have my stream be latent. Like, I look like I gotta be the most pro guy on YouTube. I work for David Letterman. You know what I'm saying? Like, I made TV at the professional level. My live stream has to be at a professional level. Like, by all means. Like, come on now. You know? And the Dow Jones is closed today for Juneteenth. Everybody, moment of silence for Juneteenth. We did it yesterday, but today is the observed day. So we're going to do it again. Moment of silence for Juneteenth, man. No man should ever enslave another person. Even the Irish, we were kind of slave. We were indentured slaves to the English. They made us shovel manure. We were dying of the famine. They didn't give us anything to eat. It was horrible, absolutely horrible. And, you know, and then in America, you know, when the slaves came here, they had nothing. To this day, some people are still like, kind of like, it wasn't that long ago, man. You know, 40 acres and a mule. You know, one of my good friends, he brought me, you know, he shows me a lot of those meetings. I know the lady Erica and the whole group and Ados, right? And he's like, you know, you know, I don't know. He just brought me into it. I used to watch a lot of it. I'm not going to get into it because there's a lot of different, I learned there was just so many sides to that. But at the same time, I mean, you know, it wasn't that long ago. So, you know, shout out to Juneteenth. Shout out to all my African-American brothers. Anyone out there that was put down, any low frequency person that used someone else to gain higher, to gain, that was low frequency. And at the end of the day, anytime someone used low frequency, they never benefited from themselves. I'm telling you right now. Shout out to the strong. Shout out to people that work out of themselves. Like right now, this channel, this grind, the lifers, we come from ourselves. We don't do it from anywhere else. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. And I just wanted to represent Juneteenth, represent anyone who is an ancestor of a slave or went through a slave. They say even, I think one of my ancestors was a slave in Ireland. So it is what it is. It's sad, but we must push forward and realize that, you know, everything happened for a reason, for whatever reason. We don't know, but... And we look back in the past and we know never to do that again to our brothers and sisters. Much love and respect to each and every one of you. Amen. Let's get back to the fun music. That was so cool right there. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you showing footage of me clapping my hands, but I was clapping my hands all night last night waiting for the sync to get right. And it was so sad because I kept like thinking, well, I'm going to go to bed tonight and the sync won't be right. And that's going to be so sad and depressing, you know. Anyway, shout out to Gains on Gains. We hit Electronium for Gains. Shout out to my Gains team. Thank you so much. 35% gains on June 18th. And just a few hours later, this did hit. I put it out June 19th, but it hit yesterday, June 19th at 9 in the morning. It hit yesterday, but 35% gains. Actually did it twice, too. Back to brass tacks. I got to get my timing down. We are slaves to our, and that's another thing when I bring this up. Shout out to Grace Protocol. Shout out to everybody here. We are slaves to the banking system. We are slaves to the banking system. Shout out to everybody here. 732 people on the live, 533 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Yo, from Boston. Thank you. Thank you. And everybody, what are the super chats here? Solana lending platform. Solana went temporarily control the largest whale account to mitigate liquidation risk. Is this true? I keep hearing that. I don't care, man. I do not care. Volume lower, is it just me? Another person saying that. Not sure why the volume could be low, but I am on a different computer. I could raise it a little bit more for you there. You know what? I might pick a different mic. Rodecaster Pro. Oh, do I bring the mic closer to my face and bring this down? I don't know. We'll figure it out. You know? How's that, though? We're all slaves to our emotions and Florida and subconscious. Honestly, we are not slaves to our emotions and subconscious. I teach people how not to become a slave to your emotions and your subconscious, Jamie. You may be a slave to your emotions and subconscious. I am not. Sometimes I am, but I'm not. I'm way stronger than I used to be. The proof that I started this YouTube channel and I show up every single day shows that I am not a slave to my emotions and subconscious. Because my emotions would have give me fear, would have told me not to stop the channel, would have told me to get in my head. No one's going to listen to you. Why would you're not going to become successful? No point. You know, concurrent viewers. Look, 666. Oh my gosh, we ripped up to 723 real quick. Shout out to everybody here on the live. You know, shout out from Attleboro, Mass, man. Thank you, man. I'm a slave to this crappy government. If you want to come to Martha's Vineyard, everyone, if you want to come to Martha's Vineyard, I'll take you to a lunch to a CryptoLifer meetup. So if anyone's out there, you want to come to Martha's Vineyard, show up. All right, we'll do a freaking meetup. We'll do it like tomorrow, you know. So let me know. If you're in my trading group, you're from Massachusetts, you've never been to the vineyard, we'll take you to dinner. We'll have a nice time, you know. And there's come the you got to remove that dude completely, you know. I'm down. Tom Crypto. Bro, please look into AVAX. I will really be there next month. I'll be there next month too, yeah. Wait, Target, you think around that shoulder. Meetup sounds awesome. Yeah, if anyone wants to come to Martha's Vineyard tomorrow afternoon, right? It's tomorrow's Tuesday. We teach class from 3 to 5. All right, so Wednesday, yeah, I don't have around the blockchain, anything like that. Yeah, Wednesday from like, you know, I'd say 2 to 4. Martha's Vineyard meetup. So if anyone wants to come to Martha's Vineyard, take the boat across. I'll take you to lunch. We'll have a good time. All right. Speaking of the meetups, any other lifers in the Cincy area? Too bad I'm in Canada. All right. So we looked at Rev. We looked at the Bitcoin dominance, right? Look at gold. Gold in a bit of a flag here. Wanted to break up to the upside. That's a good thing for gold. I like gold wanting to make a move from 1837. Never really went below 1800. You look at big point of control there for gold at $1,830, and we did bounce from there. It shows that will be our low, like shoulder, head, and shoulder. I see gold going to 1864 in the next week or two. Let's hit the club car in Nantucket. I've never been in Nantucket, man, but I'll do it. I'll stay in Nantucket for the night. We can do whatever you want, man. Nah, Martha's Vineyard is where it's at. The Vineyard, man. I'm on Martha's Vineyard right now if you want to come. If you want to come and hang out with the kid. And I don't have my wife and kids with me. I am chilling. I am absolutely chilling, you know. Gold, Bitcoin is this. Yeah, well, it's PAXG. PAXG, my dude. You know, PAXG for gold and Bitcoin right here. And honestly, you want to see what this is doing. And is gold going to beat up? See, the thing is, I don't see gold beating up Bitcoin because it just can't make big enough moves. But right now, gold is the move against Bitcoin. It says it's going to beat up on Bitcoin. Look at this. So that means gold's going to go up and Bitcoin's going to go back to that 17,500 area. See, this also, see how I'm using multiple assets to figure this out? If gold's going to beat up on Bitcoin, and I just show you gold's going to go up, then Bitcoin can't go up either. They can't go up together for this chart to be right. You get? And the charts don't lie. There's a 70% chance this chart is right. So with all that together, you've got to be able to kind of piece the story together and start seeing what I'm putting down here and be like, well, if we liquidate, then it could take sold to like $2. Yeah, and my beginner's course is tomorrow. Sign up for my beginner's course. Unless my wife, I have to call my wife if I'm doing class tomorrow. I think she canceled all my classes. I really think she did. Hold on, let me call her right now. Who wants to hear Crypto Wifer on the phone? Who wants to hear the Crypto Wifer? Let's get her on the phone. Let's get her on the phone. I want to hear her voice right now. Let's get Crypto Wifer on the phone. I call her Sweet Thang. I call her my Sweet Thang. Look at that. She's my Sweet Thang, baby. When I first met her, I called her Sweet Thang because she was a sweet thing. Hey, babe, you're live on the live stream. Do I do class tomorrow?
That's a really good question. I need to go and check my laptop. I believe you do.
Get to work. Get to work. You're working for the man right now, and I'm the man.
You know.
Hey, behind every great man was a greater woman.
For sure. No, they divided the cardio shape with my laptop shoot.
My love, I had such a hard time doing the live stream today because I couldn't stop thinking about you.
Aww.
And I was so tired because you've been running through my mind all night long.
Oh my god. Hold on.
Works every time. Works every time.
I'm just gonna open my laptop. I always.
You guys, you just gotta be
check on
funny.
your
You gotta
live
be
stream.
funny with the ladies. They love it. They love to laugh.
The ladies love to laugh. That's true.
See?
Everyone loves to laugh. It's healthy.
See? Even she didn't deny it.
Yeah.
Wasn't I smooth when I picked you up? When I first picked you up? Wasn't I the smoothest guy you ever met?
Somebody.
Wasn't I the smoothest, though, the day I picked you up?
You were very smooth, but I was more attracted to your face.
Oh.
I mean, it helped that you also had a really nice personality.
Oh, man. Don't make
And
me
the
cry.
best
Don't
was,
make me
like,
cry on camera
and-
now. Don't do that stuff.
And the
I know what you're trying to do.
I really liked your voice. Like
It was the voice. So a voice goes a long way, you know?
It's very masculine. Yep. Today you do have the beginner's class tomorrow.
All right, okay. Thank you so much. I love you, babe. I'll call you later. All right, so beginner's course is tomorrow. Sign up to the beginner's course. Jump on in. Link is in the description below for 24 hours. Okay? Okay, team meeting after the live stream. All right. Late stream. Did Lifer go over the book map? No, I got to get book map downloaded today. I actually have to contact him and ask him, what do I do to download book map again? Take the course. You won't regret it. You got to be smooth. Be Don Juan de la Noche. You're funny, man. Nice. Yeah. All right. So let's go back into Bitcoin on the short. So 4 hour, it's going to take some time. 15-minute and all that's going to take some time. All right. This fell short. This short fell short. And again, anything is possible. Nothing is guaranteed in trading. All right. Hit that like button, people. All right, everyone. What are we doing here? We got $31 in super chats. What did you guys ask him? What do you want? What do we need? It's 11:37. All right. We're banging at 651 viewers on the live. Unbelievable. And so let's get into some altcoins. Let me know what you're looking at. Let me know what you're getting into. All right. I do this for fun too. I want to know what you guys are doing. I want to interact with the crowd, baby. I want to crowd serve, man. Super chats, Kadena, TFUEL, and Brawl. Thank you so much. Let's take a look at Kadena. What a great super chat. Very smart, whoever brought that up today. Kadena. And yes, so I thought Kadena could break out of this. It tried a little bit, fell short of the party, down to the downside, came down through that high volume node. If we keep that high volume node, we were going to bang on. But look, only a 5% stop loss. You barely lose anything. Love it, love it, love it. You trade this 10 times and you lose it 7 times. You lose 7 times 5, 75. 7 times 5, 35. 7 times 7, 49. 7 times 5, 35, 35, 49. Right? Is what? 84, right? Yeah. And 84, that's 0.84. 0.84 on the 7.35. You get it. It's 35.84. But anyway, point of the story is, say we run to 36%. So if I know it blew your mind, but 36% times 7. Okay, 7 times 3, 30, 7 times 6, 42. 2 and a 10 and 42, right? So if you lose this 7 times, right? 7 times 6%, you lose it 42%. Whole point of the story. You lose this 7 times 6%, 42%. You win 3 times, you win 3 times 17, all right? Which is 51%. So you win more if you win only 3 out of the 10 trades, all right? Just want to make that clear. So it's okay to get stopped out. You want to be getting stopped out if possible. That's the move. All right, so Kadena. Let's take a look at Kadena. It's actually shaping up pretty nicely and making a bit of a move here. So look, it moved out of this to the upside. It even make it even sharper of a move here. Shoulder, head, and a shoulder, and then it broke to the upside. Look at that. Shoulder, head, shoulder. And then look, a shoulder, head, and a shoulder there. I'll tell you, I watch Crypto, and he's like, yeah, I don't like the head and shoulder pattern. It doesn't play out too much. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, I play it all the time. Like, a lot of times it does revisit the neckline. So this is what we're looking at here that broke out. Okay. Also seeing something like this, though. See that? I like this track. Looks like it's kind of making a cup and handle here. Sammy cup and handing to the upside. Yeah. We did it again over here. Oh, man, working out makes me feel so great. Working out makes the live stream so much better. When I work out, I just feel so much better. This is something we're looking at. I'm projecting this idea. It doesn't mean it's guaranteed, but just something that I'm looking at, waiting for this to come on down. I put an alert here on Kadena. All right? You could also kind of put it in this, too. Yeah. Wiggle its way up and break out. But it broke out already, yeah. Here's my projection for Kadena. Must hold this high volume node at about 166. If it holds 166, it's going for more. Okay, thoughts on TFUEL. We'll take a look at TFUEL. Shout out to John. John, I love you, man. John, man. Dang, John. Seeing you on the live makes me super happy, man. Love you, bro. Thank you for being here, man. Okay, everybody, let's take a look at TFUEL. TFUEL's been banging on them, and we went over it last night for a little bit. Let's take a look at it here again. And honestly, Theta's been moving. I think it's the perfect time to align ourselves with Theta and really begin to go Theta strong. And so, look, we went over Theta last night. TFUEL on the stream last night. Bit of a falling wedge. It broke to the upside and it did damage. Look at that. TFUEL. 22% gains, and now it's flagging again. Look at this thing. In a bit of a flag, low on the 1 hour, and it looks like it's got some moves here on this this measured move to the upside for TFUEL. Wow, 39% gains. I think you know what it is too, is Theta's blowing up. It's getting bigger. Crypto Stash has been doing a lot on there, I'm going to be on there soon, right? We want our Theta stream key. We're going to get it. We're going to just keep demanding it till we get it. Please, everybody, demand our stream key for Theta. I need to get it. It's so important that we get a stream key for Theta. Please help me get that, all right? And I'll talk to my team about it today. I think that's something we'll probably have in a meeting over today. But yeah, TFUEL, man, banging on them. Unreal. It is in this flag, and I can see it pumping up another 28% gains, but the 4 hours probably overbought like everything. It's still got momentum. So no reason to halt it. Let's take a look at the daily. Daily still has momentum too. Look at the 15-minute. It's pushing up. TFUEL is the play of the day right now. Trade of the day for me right now because it's hot. It's got a lot of interest in it. Something's brewing. You have to fall moving averages. They're going to get closer and tight here. This might go a little lower and kind of tighter into this wedge. But this wedge does have a high probability of breaking to the upside. All right. 15-minute has momentum. 1 hour has momentum. And the 4 hour still has momentum. All right. You see any bearish div here? Not too bad. It's actually still doing pretty good. I think it's going to boom up here. And then what you want to see is this. Like the RSI booms up here. We're going to get a swing down. And this will boom up a little higher and we'll get a swing up. And that will be the bearish divergence. So we're projecting bearish divergence before it even happened in this move here. I like what we're seeing. And again, remember, you got to put your stop loss wherever you feel fit. In my trading group, it's not copy every single trade. It's re-chart my charts and then find your risk management and figure out your sweet spot where you like to sit. Figure out where you sit, where you stand, and where it makes sense. All right. So TFUEL looks beautiful to me. Shout out to John, man. John, man, I like what you're putting down, dude. I'm picking up what you're putting down, John. Thanks for making me look good, dude. And again, for beginners, you don't go for the measured move. You don't go, I didn't get to the measured move. You get what you can out of the stochastics RSI, and you set support and resistance, and you play those areas, okay? You get educated, then you use that education to your advantage, all right? You never take someone else's calls. You never go watch a YouTuber and just blindly take what they say. You never do something like that, ever, please. What you're going to do is you're going to get the education, then you're going to apply the knowledge, right? Just like someone who learns, you go to, like, I took a gun safety course recently, right? Now I know how to use a gun safely, hopefully, right? And so the idea behind that is I took the course, I'm going to apply the knowledge. But I don't someone doesn't hand me a gun and just say, hey, here you go. No. Like, and again, we shouldn't talk about, with all the violence going on. But, I think more people should have safety courses on everything. Instead of being afraid of things, we should understand them. Everyone's afraid to invest. You're going to lose all your money. Don't do it. They scare people into not to invest. Oh, you're just going to lose it all. Most people lose it all. Look, there's a cup and handle for TFUEL. All right. So TFUEL looking absolutely beautiful. possible big gains coming out of TFUEL, and it's been doing whatever it wants regardless of Bitcoin, right? John, you're the man, dude. Saving the day with that TFUEL call. John, I hope that blows up and we get to freaking celebrate over that, dude. You're the man, dude. Take it away, Mr. K. TFUEL. KuCoin. And again, Bitcoin could dump and take all these charts right down. I just want you to know that. At any given moment. All right? At any given moment. But it's looking good. That line I have up there is just, I'm hoping we can get bearish divergence to play out, and that means my trade will play out. Sideways action for Bitcoin. We'll jump back into BTC after we get through all these super chatteesies. All right. Next super chat in the game here. All right. Super chats, Brawl, Ape, and AVAX. Let's take a look at Brawl, BRWL. Brawl, I actually like this coin. It's been hot compared to the rest of the market, doing its own thing. Let's take a look at Brawl. Huge point of control there. I mean, the 50 minutes high right now, so that's just something to think about. Suggest that you might be coming down here to the bottom of the pattern first. All right? I'm in the zone. It took me a second to get in the zone, but once I get in the zone, I'm in the zone, right? TA takes you about an hour to get in the zone, everybody. You got to play, and then your brain starts to... You can't just jump in for 20 minutes. It doesn't work like that. You got to get your mind limber. Like, tomorrow, I won't be in the zone unless I start getting myself in the zone again. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of how it works. All right? Coming back down here for a bit of a bounce is what I'm looking at, and I'll put an alert here. And this is why I have an alert section in the trading group, because not all trades are ready to go, but I like what they're saying, and I might not be able to remember or put them out for you every single moment in time. So yeah, you're right. Brawl looking nice to the upside. Interesting. Brawl looks good. TFUEL looks good, and a possible short on the market. So I'm personally interested in Brawl and TFUEL as trades for me personally today. I actually wasn't even planning on trading. I'm on like vacation, but when I see a trade, I just take. When you become a trader full-time like me, you take trades whenever you have the need. You don't have a Monday through Friday schedule. You don't have a weekend anymore. It's not like you have to trade around your job. You trade whenever you feel the need. You trade whenever the market tells you there's a possible trade. You have a system. You put your system on the trades. If the trades tell you there's a trade, you take the trade. It's simple. You don't trade when you want. You trade when the market suggests that you can trade, when the market gives you that moment in time. Okay? I'm suggesting we could reject it at the top trend line and we come back down. That would also play into the short for Bitcoin. Okay? So it doesn't mean I'm going to get in right now. I'm watching an alert. And I set an alert on the 15-minute for Brawl. Okay? And anything could happen. I could be wrong. This could pump right out of here and go to huge moves. But just from what I've seen in my lifetime, I believe Brawl is going to come back down and come and deal with this point of control first. A beautiful bounce off the point of control right there. Right? At what? 1275 would be absolutely wondrous and beautiful. So that's what we're looking at. We're going to copy that, paste that into the alert section into the Discord, okay? And I do this all day long, so you're going to miss out on all the other alerts and everything else we're looking at for the rest of the day. Yeah, paste an alert on the low stochastics area near the dotted line. Brawl. All right. Itchy ears because I took a shower right after I started my live and I got water in my ear. Let's take a look at EGLD. Also, EGLD's been getting a lot of news lately. And moving forward, EGLD. You say it's in a bull flag. Interesting. What time frame are we suggesting here? 15-minute. It's trying to flag out right here. Let's look at like the 5-minute. Could be a shoulder, head, and a shoulder there. You see that? Just something I'm not, Might be a scalp trade here on the 5-minute chart. Very possible. I like this 7-minute for whatever reason. CryptoFace had it on like 2 years ago. So I threw it in and I started looking at it and I was like, eh. Then I just got really accustomed to it. And then I made a bunch of trades on it and then it became like my thing, So see, I watch a bunch of different people and I just take a little piece from everybody, And then I'm sure people take a little piece from me, and that's the hope and dream that we all kind of come together and form our, and become strong against the market maker. So this EGLD is in a bit of a bull flag to the upside, 5-minute chart. Not a lot, but wow, 6%, 6.667. Well, I almost had the 6. And we got to take a look at APE and AVAX. Let's take a look at AVAX and APE. I want to do APE because I want to save the best for last, baby. APE was in a short after they banged on those NFTs. Might make a reverse rally now. AVAX, interesting. That's like the cat ear pattern, remember, that we just kind of showed you a little bit. I've honestly never really seen something like this. It's a flag, but it's a very strange, ugly flag. Very, very weird. 5-minute chart. So let's get out of the 5-minute, you know. Okay. Sorry, I just had to sneeze, and I don't want to sneeze like all over the place in front of everybody, you know? So, all right. Apologize for that, you know? So AVAX is in a bit of a flag here, the 1 hour. If you can stay in the flag, it's bullish. Simple as that is creating flags and projecting flags. I'm telling you right now, if you can project your patterns, watch them play out, and what you want to wait is for the 21-day moving average to touch price action. See, I didn't talk about that yet, but my lifers know that. 21-day. See, the same thing here. Look, let me show you. Use the replay tool. You go back in time. You get an impulse. Like any impulse, like this impulse. You had to come back to the 21. This impulse, you had to come back to the 21. So you have an impulse here. The second we make an impulse, I start making flags. And I'm like, all right, we're either going to do one of three things. We're going to continue to pump to the upside and go up. But the 1 hour's above the dotted line and curving. Did we pump here? No. Did we pump here? No. Did we pump here? No. Did we pump here? So you backtest the last 10 times the 1 hour was above the dotted line, and you come up with the conclusion that about 90% of the time, the price does not continue up. So you can almost rest assured that if you sell right now, you're selling a local top. And that's how you get out of a swing trade. And this is how you become an amazing swing trader. These are amazing swing trader things. I'm going to make a whole video on how to swing trade. Porter, I'm going to take this stuff, compile it, and I'm going to send you some footage. I'll probably shoot it today. But it's going to be called How to Be a Swing Trader. The best swing trading ideas in, you know, top 3 best swing trading ideas, you know. And we'll let it out there so people realize how we swing trade on the channel, you know. So you have the idea that you're going to either make, the first idea is you're going to make a bull pennant, ascending triangle, you know, bull flag. You call it a flag. You don't know if it's going to be a bull pennant, a bull rectangle, right? Or, you know, you don't know. So it's either, that's the first thing, So step 1, it could continue to pump. Because you have to believe you know nothing but the fact of your own ignorance and you know nothing. So step 1, it could continue to pump. That's the first step. It could continue to pump. Hands up. Now, you backtested that theory, and there's like a 1% chance it will continue to pump. So you kind of rest assured that it won't pump, but you're open-minded to believe you don't know anything. So that's the first step, okay? Second step, you then create this flag. All right? All right? Third step, you create the falling wedge. Because that's what, and then you know that no matter what, neither of these can break out until the 21 interacts with the pattern. All right? Therefore, you're setting up the next, nobody knows this. I backtested this for years. I'd like to see someone even steal my idea because you can't even. It's like, you wouldn't even know what I'm saying here unless you figured this out. And so this is how I trade. I set up projections all the time. It fits one, and then you're not going to be perfect. It fit this one, look. It fit this one right here, the falling wedge, flag. It still was a flag. My alert, and then I set alerts on the stochastics. When the alert hits, boom. I mean, dude, this is like gold. And honestly, it's more than a technique. It's an actual, like, it's like fishing. It's a real technique. It's actually something you can do every day to learn how to, like, it's not just like, oh, I do this when that happens, or I do that. No. It's a real technique. It's a real technique. It's insane, you know. 600 likes on the live, $45 on the live. Thank you so much for coming on in. I appreciate each and every one of you. Looks and Soul, Super Chat, Soul and 8. Thank you. You're the best, man. Shout out to Frankie Music in the house. Funky Music in the house, man. Soul in the same pattern. Twisted Little Sister. Yeah, you make a Twisted Sister. And look, that banged on you to the upside. And that's how you get the AVAX gains. You see that? There's a bit of a cup and handle too as well. All right. Also, you had a high volume node right here. You needed to break above. You went right through it. Pretty crazy. So now we do the same thing and we project the next flag. And see, now I'm in the same spot as we were here. And now you pick up what I'm putting down. On top of that, you're setting up your support and resistance on the daily, aren't you? You're going back in time, looking at price action in that same period, zooming in and setting up your support and resistance lines. And you're just getting it in. Then you also know your Fibonacci's, don't you? And then you're making sure that you're at a retracement. And then on top of that, you also know your patterns by the back of your hand. And then you know all these other, look, this is an Adam and an Eve and Adam double bottom. The Eve is first, then the Adam. I've seen that many times. Also, it can be considered a slanted cup and handle. Sammy, cup and handle to the upside. Let me show you this. Most people would never call this a cup and handle, but it's a slanted cup and handle. It's slanted to the sideways, to the sideways. And the only reason why you would do that is because, look, if you want to find out where you're going to go, you take the wick to wick. And look, that's going to really propel you to the next. It's just nuts. Also, that's the falling wedge, the falling wedge that makes the double bottom. See this? Watch this. I'm about to blow your mind. Watch this. I'm going to blow your mind right now. I just had an epiphany of epiphanies that you'll never see anyone have. Maybe someone else will. Forget everybody else. We had an epiphany here together. Stop talking about everybody else. Take a look at this. See? Let's copy this. Let's head over to Bitcoin. All right. Right? Let's paste it right here. Right? Bear with me. This is the rising wedge right here. That's going to make the double bottom. See what I'm saying? Are you picking up what I'm putting down now? Do you get it? Bitcoin's right here now. Like, price action doesn't have that many choices, everybody. You guys think it does because you're new. I've seen it all. I can't say I've seen it all, but 15 years of trading, 10 years of looking at markets, 5 years in the crypto space. This will blow your mind. Like, so I'm just, so now you kind of see what I'm doing here and what I'm thinking about. All right. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin, and then we're going to get out of here for the day. Thank you so much for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. We'll look at Kraken on the US dollar. And honestly, too, like, look at this. Says we could go all the way to a low of about 13,000 before we break out of this massive channel. $82,000 Bitcoin by July of 2023. So it's going to be a long time. We got a year. It's going to be a ways. But next summer it says we're going to be paid in the shade, baby. We're going to do ape. Yeah, I'm saving ape for last, baby. Ape coin, we need ape. Wow, people are aping in right now on ape. You guys are ape city here. That got the chat going too, though. I always like to do that. You forget it if you forget one of the. Here's how you get the chat going. You put a poster up and you act like it's not there. Gold. That's gold. You'll get so many viewers doing that because the chat will go insane, and then you'll get more people to watch your live. You would think it would be the opposite, but it's not. As long as you make up for it and you get good, you got to have good information that people are willing to wait for, though. You can't be a clown. And then on top of that, look, ape is forming a bit of bearish divergence here. I mean, that's a sharp swing up. Who did say ape was going to have a recovery after the dump? Anyone remember a guy saying that? Anyone remember saying ape might get a nice move to the upside here after the sell-off? Anyway, you never know. I don't know who someone said that. I don't know who it was. And then someone said, I don't know, be careful on ape. Yee, paid in the shade. Shout out to Frenchieverse, man. It's mooning. We need a look. It's mooning. Yeah, it's overbought. It's about to dump right now. But it did a nice move, 334 all the way to 478. I mean, in the last, 36 to 48 hours. Yeah, you got bearish divergence on the 1 hour. Tells you that you're probably done. You're in a rising wedge that breaks down, and Bitcoin's about to probably topple you. So if you don't take profits here, you don't know how to trade, Not to be rude, but again, that's on you. You're going to figure it out. I'm not a financial advisor. Do whatever makes you happy. You're going to have to learn where to take profits on your own. Look, we're far away from the 21-day moving average. We're getting high on the stochastics. This is where I make my flags and my projections. This is a rising wedge. Says we come back down here and we bounce off of this area or this area. So something to watch for ape. All right. And we'll get back into that Bitcoin chart now. It's a big boy idea here that we're going to bounce back to the top of the channel. And that kind of coincides with this exact support region like so. So the daily does want to bounce. We'll see what, we can double bottom here and no one will pay it. You won't see it. See, so we'll double bottom down here on the 4 hour. You won't even notice it. It'll be all a bunch of shenanigans. And then we bounce back to the upside. And so that's my projection right now. And I could be 100% wrong. We could start pumping anyway, But look, it also makes sense, like a lot of sense. Okay. And everybody join the trading group. 25% off today alone. Today alone, if you pay for the whole year, paying crypto for the year, 25% off today. Email CryptoLifers@gmail and say Cowabunga in the email. And you will get $900 for the year. I'm telling you right now, it took me 4 years to learn this. You're like, he's selling stuff in a bear market, but check this out. It took me 4 years to get the handle of Bitcoin dominance, total, what's happening, how to move through the crypto space. 4 years. You have a halving in 2 years. Things are going to start moving up before that, and the times to start accumulating are going to be in the next 18 months, my humble opinion. So if you don't start getting educated now, the halving's going to come upon you. Then you're going to only have 2 years to get it. Then it's going to be 2026, and you're going to be behind the 8 ball. Today is the day you join the trading group for $99 a month or for $900 for the year and change your life forever. You look back on that purchase and realize it was the greatest investment you ever made. I will never take a day off. I will never leave you hanging, and I'll educate you to the utmost of my ability. I'll be the best teacher you ever had. I promise. I promise on my life. Like, I'll put 110% into every single thing I do. I can never guarantee you gains. I can't, I'm not a financial advisor, but what I can do is I can give you 100% of my effort. I can tell you you're going to be the greatest person you're ever going to become. I can surround you with the most positive 580 people in the world, 590 people in the world on my live, in my group. And I can get you motivated, get you going, and make you feel great every single day. So if you like that, hit the like button. Let me know how you feel, and we're going to do it, baby. We're going to do it. We're going to do it, man. People who use the word moon always buy the top. Always my service is super slow, so my disk is having trouble loading. Where at, boys? Where are we headed? Where we at, boys? Where we headed? Paranormal vibes. So we're going to do a Bitcoin update, and then I'm out of here for the day at 12:02 p.m. Can't believe we get a 2-hour live stream done. I'm always like, how did I go 2 hours? So look. Unless you want to say this is the shoulder, that's the head, and that's a right shoulder there. I believe we make a bigger right shoulder. So I'm looking at this. I'm projecting the right shoulder, which is also a double bottom we would like to see. Maybe a higher bottom we would love. But I'm also saying that we're going to fall out of this rising wedge to the downside for Bitcoin. And a short is in play, And I'm not guaranteeing it. Nothing, we'll see how the smaller time frames could change everything. We could make a flag, and that's why I said go to the 15-minute and make your flag. If we stay in the flag, then all of this will get negated. You see? Look, that's a pretty good flag right there. Let me break out of that. Fake out. There is bearish div, and so this is what we're looking at. 15-minute is bullish. 1 hour is like getting extended, so even when we get that pump, what it says is we're going to get a pump, boom, and then that's our rejection moment. That's my prediction for Bitcoin. So I'm waiting for the best entry on the short for when the 1 hour and the 15-minute get overextended, and then bang, 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 So that's the idea. All right? Now, if Bitcoin gets above this point of control at about 20,500, 20,600 area and does a nice bounce and holds this area, it can break above this resistance. And if it gets above this high volume, these two nodes, there's a chance it could continue to the upside and get to the next resistance at 22,700. So we'll be looking for candles to close in the next 4 to 5 hours above these two ranges. If we get that, if we get rejected by wicks, it's more likely that the short will play to the downside. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. And remember, if you came to the channel, then you, my friends, are already doing the right thing. Thank you so much. Please comment, like, and subscribe. I love you all. And I'll be back on the next live stream tomorrow at 10 a.m. We did it again. Another beautiful live stream, show number 512. Thank you for the almost 700 likes on the live. Thank you for all the viewership. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the next live stream. Crypto is life. I got to move that end screen further up. That's what I'm going to do. Hold on. Let's do this right. I'm actually going to make a real exit the right way. I'm going to put my hand on the end screen. I'm going to know where it is before I end. And I'm going to be like, all right, let's do this again. So I'm not awkward. All right. Thank you so much for being here. If you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Words can't express my gratitude to each and every one of you for showing up. I have a blast doing this. I hope you had a blast with me. And we're going to get into more charts and more coins in the Discord. Everyone have a great day. Be safe. And I'll see you on the next live stream. Peace. Did I hit the right button? I probably didn't. I hit something weird. I don't know what I hit. I don't know what you guys are seeing right now. Oh, man.